Hi there, it's Kyla, coaching you to the life that you imagine living. And this week, I want to build a little bit on what I talked about last week, which was what do you want to take with you from this time that we're in? What do you want to shed from this time that we're in? And then what do you want to dream about for your future? And this week, I want to talk more about dreaming. So we are in a space where I believe we have a little bit more mental space. And during that time, we often reflect and we take a moment to pause. And for me, I have been using this time to really do some deep thinking about what I want the next iteration of my business to look like. And that is not the way that I used to spend this time. when these, I think about 9/11 specifically, when that happened in the past, I was not dreaming. I was not planning my future. I was literally in the day-to-day, it almost felt like survival mode, where I was binging food and the TV and simply swimming in all of that fear. And now what I know is that was just my lower brain thinking it was protecting me. But in reality, the space that we're given is usually better served by focusing on our future and tapping into the higher part of our brain where all of our long-term best intentions live. So on the road to your life imagined, I want to talk to you a little bit this week about beginning to dream. I unfortunately have many clients who know that they want to create this life that they imagine. They can identify with that sentence, but they don't know exactly what that looks like. They know that their current career is not working. They're usually really good at it. They're very successful, but it's again, there's this feeling that something is missing. And so usually step one on that journey is giving them some space to actually dream. And I find our dreaming is best served in a place where, again, we have a pause and we can really start to do that deep thinking. For me, those beautiful moments come when I have mental space. And that could be on a walk. It could be in the car. If you're like me, sometimes you're just driving around right now to get out of the house. It could be when you just have some alone time. But as you start to think about your dreams, I want to give you a couple lenses to use. The first lens is, what if money were not the obstacle? So many of us pursued a career because it brought financial stability in a way that we were seeking. And at some point, some of our dreams were kind of left behind. So I want you to think about, if money was not the obstacle, what would you think about doing? For many of my clients, it's something they do on the side. It's something they do for fun. I often have clients who say to me, no, I just do that for fun. And I say, no, that's the thing. When I am working on my business and creating content and coaching clients, I can't believe that that's a business. That's how it should feel. And so as we start to dream, though, we need to create lenses that actually enable us to dream. And oftentimes with my clients, taking the money out of the lens really helps them to picture it. The other great question is, what would you do in the middle of the night for free? And I often ask my clients this, and it's not an answer you probably can't get to it right away, but as you continue the work, it will start to emerge what that answer is. And again, I'm taking money out of the equation for you, and I'm tapping into what is that deeper urge that you have that would get you out of bed. So I would actually get out of bed in the middle of the night to coach or create content or read about the brain and understanding what motivates us and how our biology helped us to survive, but so much of which we don't need anymore. Those are my passion areas. So on the road to your life imagined, create a little space this week for dreaming. Think about if money were an object and what would actually get me up in the middle of the night. And I love to tell you, so many of you come to me and say, well, it's a friend or a family member, and that is so fantastic. But think a little bit deeper. What specifically would you want to help a family or friend with, a family member or friend with? Obviously, we would all do most anything for our family or friends, but think specifically about what people ask you for help with, what you are drawn to, what you love doing, and that's going to start to uncover part of that dream. As always, please let me know what I can do to help. Check out some free resources on my website, kylamartinconsulting.com. And as always, I'm cheering you on. Take care.